Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the endless endgame meta team for the ORSON Dream Realm boss, and this is actually a crazy team. It was recommended to me by my viewer from the Vietnam server and it got 45 billion damage for me, whereas like I tried other team comps in earlier testing and I could barely get up to 40 billion, which is really crazy to have such a high damage boost. So the team that is being used, I'm going to show it to you right now on the formation and then we can watch my replay. This is the team. Because we've now moved to end this stage, everything is centering around having Lily May as your damage dealer because she deals true damage, having Smokey and Mikola both in the team because together they're going to provide as much attack buff for your damage dealer, which is Lily May, as possible. And then also Smokey deals pretty high damage with his blue aura once we've made it to end this mode, and that is why Smokey is such a great option. Mikola is here providing the haste buff for your allies in the front, mainly Lily May, and Elsa is really important in this Dream Realm boss because she is the most effective way of reducing the fury stacks on the boss, which allows you to deal more damage, because for each fury stack the boss has, he will take 16% reduced damage and it can stack up to 5 times, and then he can also unleash a powerful attack when he has all of his fury stacks. So Elsa basically counters both of that. And Phraesto is again the king of endless bosses because both him and his illusion get powered up by the attack buffs from Mikola and Smokey. Also, the Phraesto deals HP percent health damage per second, which is just like the Smokey's damage effect, to the endless boss, which deals really high damage on both him and his illusion. And this is why Phraesto is such a great option in the endless Dream Realm bosses. So this is the team formation. We have the energy from the Crimson contract given to Elsa to have her cast her ultimate more, because with her ultimate, that is how we're reducing fury stacks of the ORSON boss by basically applying the interruption effect, and that is how you reduce the stacks. Okay, this is the formation. We can do another test run, and with the Arcane spell has seemed to be the best. Now, Arcane spell is kind of interesting. I'm gonna have Smokey here because Elsa actually doesn't deal as much damage, so I'm gonna have the higher levels on Phraesto, Smokey, and Lily May. Like, Lily May deals the most damage, then Phraesto, then Smokey, and Elsa's mainly here for the supportive role of reducing the fury stacks of the boss. So the interesting thing about Arcane spell, we can watch how many times it charges up, but it charges up really slowly. But the stats it provides you, mainly the defense penetration, is really valuable for these endless bosses who have a lot of defense. But another option we could definitely try is resonating spell, but from what people have shared with me so far, Arcane spell is doing the best. Okay, let's give it a try and see what happens. Okay, I'm watching it on 1x speed. And now the boss is going to move up towards your team. This is good because now Smokey's blue aura is going to land onto the boss. And Smokey is off all the way to the right because in this position, the knockup that the boss uses will not be able to reach the Smokey. And so Smokey can consistently cast his auras and buff up your team and heal them as well. And look how fast Elsa is going to be charging up her energy. Oh no, we're running resonating spell. Okay, by mistake I changed to resonating spell. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do arcane spell. But anyway, let's see what happens here. Who knows? Maybe it could be good. Like with her resonating spell, she's gonna cast more ultimates and maybe reduce more fury stacks to the boss. But if anything, I would probably want to have resonating spell on Lily May to give her an attack buff each time she casts her ultimate, and also to charge up her energy faster. Because Lily May is your main damage source of this team. Smokey's blue aura is going off, and now you're going to see the damage ramp up. Basically 1 billion damage per second at this rate. So there will be some RNG involved in all of these teams, depending on like the positioning of all of your allies, how many are being buffed up by the Courage Sphere of Mikola. But it's really cool because when we get to end this boss modes, and this is exactly how it was like in the previous season, Smokey and Mikola and Phraesto and Lily May, all 4 of them, are used in almost every single Dream Realm boss team. And then it's only the 5th and final member that you actually rotate out. Like here we need Elsa for the support. In some teams you'll go for Rainier for the debuff to cause the boss to take more damage. In some teams you'll go for Shakir for buffing your front line. And even both phraesto and his illusion, they count as allies for Shakir, non-summoned allies. And so Shakir gets a lot of benefit with them. Okay, so Lily May is outside of the range of the curse sphere of Mikola, which is not good for our team. We wouldn't like that to happen. There's still 25 seconds left. Our all-time record is 45.almost 5 billion damage. I really doubt that we're going to be able to beat that with this team. But after we're done with this run, we'll go ahead and take a look on 3 times speed of the Arcane spell replay. Because most likely Arcane spell is better, but this resonating spell is not doing bad at all. It really isn't. 10 seconds left. But yeah, I would want to try actually this team again with resonating spell and Lily May just to see what can happen. But then the positioning of our team would have to change around a bit. 5 seconds left, come on. Can we at least get over 44 billion damage with resonating spell? That would be still pretty impressive. Okay, almost 44 billion damage. And the damage output, Elsa hardly did anything. But with the resonating spell, well, like, okay, actually Elsa did quite a bit here. Compared to the Arcane spell, this is more than that. But normally she doesn't do that much. Mikola didn't deal that much damage, but she was mainly here for the attack buff from Honor Arena. And then also the haste buff from our Courage Sphere. Phraesto did a lot of damage, along with both Smokey and, of course, Lily May topping the damage chart. Okay, really cool. Now let's take a look at my Arcane spell replay. 45.3 billion damage is what we managed to get. And we can, again, this is the formation if you want to copy it down. And let's replay that. And watch how quickly we can charge the Arcane spell, actually. Yeah, because look how slowly it charges. And we have a lot of damage. We have damage from... well, I guess Phraesto deals damage, magical damage, Lily May deals magical damage, eventually Smokey will deal magical damage, but we're like 30 seconds into the match, almost, and we haven't casted the Arcane spell even one time yet. Which is... and that kind of makes you question, is it actually a good artifact or not? And are you just using it for the stats? Okay, so we cast it one time. And all the way up to 37 billion damage with 36 seconds left. And yeah, if you look at the positioning here, it's really nice. Like, Mikola is right here. She was buffing up Lily May for a large portion of this fight. And buffing up both of the Phraestos. Okay, I think we cast Arcane Spell 2 times so far in this fight. Which is still, it seems like that's not enough to make it a useful artifact. But the stats, the penetration... and like the pretty high attack, maybe just that is why it is so good. And in this one, the Elsa, okay, did almost the same damage as with the resonating spell. It didn't change much. Okay, now I think what I'm going to try to do is we will try some sort of different formation. I don't want to change it around too much. What if we just went for like this with the resonating spell on Lily May, because she's our main damage source. I think this should be fine. Let's see what happens. The positioning for these teams are really important because you want to have all of your heroes being buffed up by Mikola's Courage Sphere, as many as possible, and Smokey also buffing them up. But this is looking pretty good so far. Everyone is in the Courage Sphere, everyone is in the Aura of Smokey. Like, this is perfect. But then the boss will keep knocking you back, and that will change maybe some things. But so far, looking really good, this position. Let's see. Can the Resonating Spell compete with the Arcane spell? And then I want to try Tidecall spell as well. After we're done with this, we'll try Tidecall spell and see if that is better. Because those are really the artifacts I would think would be the best in endless boss modes. Like Tidecall debuff to increase the damage the boss receives. Especially with Elsa, you're casting ultimate so rapidly that Tidecall makes a lot of sense. And the other team I'm going to show you after this, which is the team I used to clear Hell mode, and also the team I was running before I found out about this team. That is using Tidecall. Yeah, so with Resonating, it is not good at all. Even though, like, our team was pretty much buffed up. Oh, I think what the issue was, the boss didn't move up. We missed out on Smokey's damage because the boss didn't walk up. Okay, so that is why the positioning is so important. Yeah, so we missed out on, like, potentially 8 billion damage. And then that could have maybe given us a new record. And that is why the positioning was so important there. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Okay, so we're going to try that same positioning that we had. And we're going to go ahead and give the Tidecall spell because we're casting ultimate so rapidly. And see whether this can get any good results or not. yeah, positioning will matter more than your artifact. But if Smokey just got 8 billion damage off and everything else remained the same, we would have gotten a new record with that team. So maybe there's some experimentation we can do for the positioning, but I'm not sure. I have an idea, actually. Okay, I have an idea to try after this. We'll try that after we're done with this one. This video is mainly going to be dedicated for testing like the meta, top tier, and this teams. And then at the end, I will show you the team I use for hell mode. So if you guys are on hell mode, what team you can use there. Or you can check out my previous older videos where we discuss like all of the top teams and even free-to-play options. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking pretty good so far. The only one not being buffed up is Alsa, and now Lily May also not being buffed up by the curse. We have 42 billion damage, 17 seconds left. We could set a new record. Tidecall is looking strong. 10 seconds left. Is it going to be close? 9 seconds left. Wow, it's so close. It's so close. 5 seconds. I think we're going to break. Yeah, we broke it with the Tidecall. I think Tidecall just seems better than Arcane because Arcane doesn't get off enough value for the team, in my opinion. I like Tidecall on this. Okay, now one final thing. I'm not sharing the replays for right now. Normally I always share the replays and I don't like try to like gate their information. And also I'm making this video, so it's not like I'm even gating anything, but I don't know. I don't know why I thought that I should be hiding it. Anyway, let's go for the resonating spell on Lily May and have them all swap to the other side. So basically, the positioning is the same, but we can now pull off the resonating spell of Lily May. So hopefully we can just have Orson still walk up to the Smokey like he did there. And it should still just be fine, but like a symmetrical position, right? I guess the problem here is that Lily May ends up not being buffed up by the Curse Sphere of Mikola, but now she will be. No, but then the Mikola will walk out of the range of the Lily May. So yeah, you want to kind of fine-tune the positioning of everything in these optimal teams. I think Smokey's blue aura is hitting the boss here though, and that is really crucial. 46 seconds left, 34 billion damage. Looking good so far. Lily May is not getting buffed up by the Courage Sphere, but she's buffed up by the Smokey at least. In the Honor Arena, of course, she will always have that attack buff. 38 billion damage, 25 seconds left. Come on. Let's get a new record. Although I think Tidecall is going to be the best one. I'm just a fan of Tidecall. I really like the artifact, especially if you're running something like Alsa with all that rapid ultimate casting. I feel like it would be a waste not to use the Tidecall artifact. Okay, so this one got less than both of them. Weaker than Arcane. Probably also the positioning error. Lily May not getting buffed up by the team. Okay, so we've tried a good amount of different options. It seems like Tidecall is the best. Now I'm going to show you the team I used to clear Hell mode, which was the team which was considered to be the best for me, at least, before getting to end this. And it was this, with the Arcane spell. But again, I think you could probably also try Tidecall. You could try Resonating with the OD. A lot of the artifacts kind of do almost the same job of damage. And you can test them and see whichever one works best for you. But for this boss, I think it's either Arcane, Resonating, or Tidecall. And for Endless, it really looks like Arcane or Tidecall are the best. Pre-Endless, I have no idea. But I think probably, again, Arcane or Tidecall would be considered the best. Okay, no, actually that was me doing testing. The Tidecall is actually the recommended formation. And I cleared it with Tidecall. Yeah, I think Tidecall just makes the most sense with the Alsa, how many ultimates you're getting casted. So, overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Another team that people were trying for Endless but did not do as well. It got me 40 billion damage. Yeah, and using the same heroes, so not Smokey, I was using Rainier, but this is not going to be as good. I thought it was good. That was my best score, 40 billion, until my viewer shared this team with me, and now we've gotten 45.7 billion. That is crazy. Okay, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and that is going to be it for this one. Good luck getting a high score on the Dream Realm boss. If you're not in this difficulty yet, don't worry about it. You can remember this formation and use it once you get to end this, which will be probably in the next rotation. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. I'll hopefully see you in the next one. And until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching. And if you want to chat with me more or ask me any questions, you can join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video, and I will try to respond to you as quickly as I can. And you can at me. At Puzzle in the Discord, and then I'll try to check the notification and respond to your question. Thanks for watching, guys. That's gonna be it for this video, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. Until then, everyone, peace out for now.